Oh, I forgot to change the background. Whoops. Anyway, hello, Addy, and I am Vega Baby, your digital tour guide to virtual worlds. I'll fix that right now. Where are you, Nioh? There we go. Beep. I'm thinking of, once I get a decent stock of these, which I basically already have, I could do this now, making it so that y'all can swap between various backgrounds, and maybe I throw in like a few more of just fun, more generic stuff, just so y'all can throw backgrounds up here. I think that'd be fun. Anyway, hi. Hello, howdy, and I am Vega Baby, your digital tour guide through virtual worlds. We're coming back to Nioh. Sorry for not streaming yesterday. Backgrounds, yeah. Basically, this entire UI is very much inspired by... I really love the fake desktop in the .hack games. And I was like, how can I make that a stream layout? So I did this. And then if I do that, I could have a separate, there are the scrolling backgrounds behind me that are like the main layout and stuff like that, but also make it so when I'm on screens like this, we can have the still backgrounds. And like, I'm thinking about it. Maybe it'd be nice to have some of these backgrounds as an option for the main one. Oh, speak of the devil, by the way. Like, have some of these backgrounds as an option for the main one, or like... Because I do think I want movement on this screen in particular. But maybe I don't always need movement on, say, the screen where we play video games. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Before I even think about doing that, I need to actually get the resources back together for They Were Never Heard From Again. Which I think... Okay, I need to explain what's been holding that up, because it's very unfortunate. I recorded the game over footage from Tales of Vesperia myself for that, from my Switch copy of the game, and well, I can't find it. I don't know where I put it. So I'm in a debate of, do I buy this game on another platform again? Because honestly, I'm probably not going to play through it on the Switch. I don't like playing a lot of games on the Switch, and that'd be one of them. Here's the thing. I can capture it probably right now, honestly. All I need to do is figure out where my Tales of Vesperia Xbox 360 disc is. That's the other part of this that I haven't said. I can just get the 360 disc, capture it in a quality that'll probably be perfectly fine with me, and it'd be done. I just have been very lazy about it. Because I'm gonna have to search through and find the disc and set up the Xbox 360 and all that, and I just haven't gotten around to it. Either that or buy the game again, which, like, I will probably do once it goes on sale. I kind of want the definitive edition. I want to have the extra content the next time I try and play through that game. Less for Patty, more for extra Flynn stuff, to be perfectly honest. Though at the same time, God, I love the English dub of that game, but I hate the fact that they couldn't get, I think it was Troy Baker that they had for Yuri? They couldn't get the original voice actor back for the new scenes with Yuri, and it sucks. Because the new guy just doesn't sound the same, so it's really jarring every time it comes up. And it's also a shame because the original Yuri voice is a pretty good voice for that character. Anyway, that is something I need to do. I also need to, you know what, I'm gonna make myself a checklist real quick. I have a tool for this called Tape. that I haven't used in a bit. Let me... How do I make a new collection again? Ah, press the thing up top that says new collection. We'll say stream updates. I'm making myself... I haven't used this in a while, but it is really useful for me, like, organization thing for, like, setting up tasks for yourself and what you know you need to get done. Never heard from again. Recapture footage. And reassemble. I'm putting those as two separate things. Sorry, I'm making a checklist live on stream, but I want to do this while I still have this in mind and am not forgetting again. What else do I need in here? Sammy based alerts. Replace coffee. And Sammy-based alerts. Replace Twitch. Okay, those are things that I absolutely need to do. Desktop background chat change. Wait, how do I want to word that? Hey, Molly. I'm making a checklist of things that I want to do for the stream, so I stop forgetting, hopefully, to do them. Desktop, background, change, redeem. We'll call it that. Anything else I need to do? We've got the alerts. I need to rework those for both Twitch and Coffee. I need to fix never heard from again, recapture footage. More mice. Okay. More mice. Animated, relatedly, animated emotes. I need more of those too, because I've got a lot of slots open that I'm not using. And I want subscribing to me to be more of a value proposition. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, mousetrap redeem. I guess I'm gonna announce this here. I don't know if this is something I'm actually going to do, but this is a funny idea that I mentioned to Molly that I might do at some point. A couple of other streamers I know have developed technology to, like, basically you do a redeem and it has a chance of, or just straight up will time you out for a bit, just if you want to get real goofy in chat. I was thinking of making one of those specifically for Molly. Nobody else can use it. It's just Molly's. Maybe it's also for, like, a couple of people who know Molly and nobody else. I haven't decided yet, but I do think it would be really funny to have a timeout thing, but specifically for my dear mousewife who I love. Learning the spell that bonks Molly, you get it. Oh, speaking of bonks, actually fucking check if tits is fixed. I'd at least like to have maybe the tomatoes back. I don't know. I'm thinking about if I add hydrate and stretch, I think I might limit the amount it can be used per string, just because. Okay, this is a personal problem that I need to share about real quick. That was kind of getting to me with the hydrate and stretch. Especially if it happens frequently during a stream, getting those after something slightly rough happened to me in the game, like, sometimes it was a good reminder of, okay, take a breath, take a second, relax, think things through. Sometimes it just made me kind of upset because I felt like people were being overly concerned over me, and it kind of backfired and made my mood worse. Not like in a super severe way, like I don't want anybody to feel bad for having redeemed those in that way. It's not like you could have known, I didn't tell you, but it did kind of get to me. So I may rework how often you can use those at least. I think I had a timer on them, but I might make a per stream per person limit too, just so I don't get spammed with it, you know? But that's neither here nor there. I still should check to see if tits would work. So, you know. Oh yeah, and one other thing that I was gonna bring up briefly on stream. Check out desktop version of Slime 2. Apparently the chat management thing I use, it's a browser source called Slime 2. Apparently the dev of that has put out a desktop version, which, you know, that wouldn't be bad to have. Something that I can maintain on my end of things, rather than relying on their stuff, you know? Whatever it is, it'll still have to hook into Twitch's API, so I'll still be dependent on it in that way, but that's basically any tools that I'm using. Unless I learned how to program and made my own tools, I would need a certain level of dependency on the developer keeping up with Twitch's API if it changes drastically. If Slime is so great, why isn't... Slime is so great, that's true. Okay, I've made myself a pretty big list here. Not all of this is going to be an immediate priority. A lot of this might take months for me to actually get around to, but I think having this checklist is going to help me actually remember to try and do some of this stuff. Anyway, I'm glad we agree on the greatness of Slime. Unsurprising from Jelly, but still. Slime form. I feel like the Digimon baby form is already pretty close to Slime, but Slime also. Maybe one of the other forms, but more looking like some kind of gummy jelly candy. That might be fun at some point. Anyway, I guess we can play a video game. Sorry, I got very distracted trying to think this out. I haven't updated a lot of the stream stuff that I've been meaning to update in a while, so keeping in mind is good. The last big thing I made was assembling the new scenes for, like, doing dungeon crawlers and stuff, and it was useful to have those. It's already been helpful with wizardry, but pouring coated, yeah, definitely, a little bit. You know what slimes I really like? and this is going to be probably unsurprising. You know the slimes from Maple Story? Those guys are great. I especially love that their eyes are like this. You know, they constantly look like they're fucking stoked to be there, and it rules. Anyway, I'm gonna pause the music now that we're getting to the end of the song. And let's go actually play a fucking video game at some point tonight. Okay. So I think I said last time I would do some of the side missions we unlocked off stream. I did not do that, which is fine. It just means we'll probably do the smaller side mission and ignore the Twilight mission. The Twilight missions are like, they're things you do for extra gear and stuff, and it's rerunning a previous mission we've already done. It's fine. I don't think it will go anywhere immediately, and even if it does, that'll be because it's being replaced with a bigger, harder mission that will get me better rewards anyway. Look, I'm not angling for anything. If you want to do something, feel free. There is an art tag now. But I'm not intentionally angling for anything, I promise. If I were intentionally angling for something, I'd be offering you money. I really need to commission somebody because I have a lot of ideas I want out there. I usually don't directly ask for things, yeah. I was talking earlier about being annoyed in Warframe, about not having enough slots for things, and Molly ended up buying me a bunch, and I still feel kind of bad about that. But, you know. Anyway, Bridge of Bone. Let's consider that. Bandits, yada yada, so on and so forth. We'll do this side mission. We're not going to worry about the Twilight mission. Oh, Rari Tuber I messed with in the early beta. I should look back at that. I think it's not too dissimilar from PNG Tuber Plus, but probably less buggy. I'm working from a like pre-made asset pack for this particular model, but I might see if I can rework it for Rari Tube. I don't think it would go against the terms of service of this being picked up. Or is it Rahi Tuber? I can't remember which one it is. But either way, I looked at the beta. I should maybe look at that again. I forgot we were wearing this fit as William, but I'm cool with it. Like I said, I mostly like this fit. It's mostly just the top that's a little because of the puffballs, but you know, it's traditional garb. It's just gonna look like that. I'm not gonna be too picky. I was thinking before the stream, something I need to admit about myself. I think if this game had come out like a few years earlier and I'd seen it, I think that William would have been like the coolest motherfucker on the planet to me. I really like characters with like white hair who are, you know, younger but have white hair anyway. I really like characters with ponytails, and I think I would have thought William was very cool. He is still kinda cool, but he's also a huge dork, which honestly I love about him. But yeah, I've also been having a problem of getting commissions of, like... Commissions are expensive. Not in a bad way. Artists deserve to be paid what they're worth. But it is just pricey enough that I feel bad even thinking about spending that much money on something for myself. I feel really bad about it. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that, Molly. That person's just been working at it slow but surely. It is entirely a thing for me of just, we'll hear something eventually or we won't. That there was any update at all after a point is, like, more than I'd expect. So, you know. But I'm not gonna get into that on stream. I don't want to, you know, talk about something like that outside of, I don't know. It's a whole thing. I feel awkward about it. I'll leave it at that. Okay, good thing I didn't switch my loadout then. I was just thinking, maybe I should have switched to different stuff because I'm probably not gonna need, like, the water dealing with these Umibozu guys anymore, but... A new necklace. Haven't had one since yours broke. That's fair. I have a Kingdom Hearts themed one on my desk right now if you want to borrow it for a bit. I don't wear it that often. This guy's got big crystals. Ow. Ah. Hit up a Christian bookstore. I'm pretty sure there is one at the mall, actually. If it hasn't closed, at least. Put it on your keychain and get an arcade carpet keyblade. I have designed keyblades not for myself, but for characters I've played in Interstitial in the past, and that's always fun. Designing keyblades for a specific character. I'm not sure what a Vega Baby Keyblade would look like. It might feature some of the arcade pattern. I keep almost falling into those fucking holes. That's terrifying. And there I did. Fuck. God damn it, I got distracted. Thinking about Keyblades. Fuck. That happens to me more often than not. I'm gonna have to fight my way through all of that again, aren't I? Oh, no, actually. Okay, it's tiered. That's very kind of the game, surprisingly so. Oh boy. Okay. Let's do this. Get out of the ground, you jerk. Are you fucking serious? Come on. Oh, man. This stinks. Well, there goes my living weapon charge, because this guy decided to get stuck in the ground. Like a jackass. Come on. There are holes here. Figure it out, man. Figure it out. There we go. Yeesh. Grow up. You're not funny. This is so immature. Cut it out. You know what? Actually, these guys, I want to use the spear. I also want to heal. Oop. Ow. That worked. Okay. Of course. That guy's got a gun. Please hit. Please hit. Fuck. There. Ugh, he got me in midair. That's rough. Got him. Oh, another one. Overcommitted. Okay, there we go. Medusa head wouldn't pull crap like this. True. One sec. Get out of here. I think the bots are pulling ahead of Twitch again in the arms race to avoid getting, like, caught ahead of time. Okay, that was a simple enough little mission. Just a series of fights. I'm in your debt, Sir Anjin. I heard that a yokai appeared and took many lives. A great loss, since all were among my finest samurai. But at least their deaths were not in vain. The disturbance has been quieted. Here's your reward. And with fewer people to divide it between, your share is all the greater. Oh, we unlocked another mission. The Conspirators. Oh, and it gets us 2 smithing tags. For the guy's armor and a sword. And also his guardian spirit. Let's also use some of these airlocks, because we've got a couple of them. Okay. Let's see about skill learning. Second rule of thrusting. You don't talk about thrusting. Follow a combo with a vertical spear strike that smashes down on an opponent. I don't know if I want that. I really like the kick. When twirl is successful, increases your attack power. Keeps enemies' legs to knock them down. Now that sounds good. Hey, thanks for the raid. I wonder why my raid alert didn't play. Hydron Pixel. Nice emote. Anyway, good to see ya. Use the butt of the spear to quickly throw the opponent off balance. Yeah, that sounds good. Sweep the leg. Yeah, sure. I prefer that to the counter move, honestly. And that should be good for now. It's all our points anyway. It's the only wave emote you have? No worries. It's a good one. I probably need wave emote of some kind. What is the closest thing I've got? I mean, I guess this is kind of equivalent to a wave.
Hey.
It communicates the same idea in some ways. Anyway, let's see what this mission's about. The Conspirators. Oop. There we go. Sir Anjin, my apologies for summoning you so frequently. I've called you today because my finest sword was stolen by bandits who swarmed my palanquin. I escaped unharmed, but as you know, as warrior's sword is his life. I must get it back. I, Hideaki, shall obliterate the bandits and retrieve my sword myself. Is what I thought at first, but as the head of the clan, it would be irresponsible for me to leap headfirst into danger. Will you go on my behalf? Sure, sounds good. The mission text reminds you of it? What is that game even on? What is that game? I'm not familiar. Oh yeah, I was increasing skill a little bit because we were actually running into armor that needed more skill to actually pop off fully. Oh, PS2. Okay, ninja stealth game where you're balancing power between 3 clan leaders. Is it in any way related to the Tenchu games? Because I know PS2 is around when the Tenchu games also slipped out of the direct hands of FromSoft. Don't believe so? Oh, that's fair enough. Oh, he exploded. I guess there are explosive barrels out here. Nice. Okay, that's really good. It's its own thing. Makes sense. I was just curious, because I don't know of any other companies that put out 3D stealth-based ninja games. You'd think there'd be more, but most of the time when people make a ninja game, it's action. That is such a slow swipe. Does it work against enemies who have higher key or something? Hi there. Oh boy. Yeah, this is all gonna explode, huh? Oop. Oh, jeez. He went wild with those fun swords. Makes sense. Maintain the balance of power. Alright, fine. We'll fight. Oh yeah, it works even if they aren't on low key. That's really nice. Maybe it also works against, like, key-sapped yokai. That'd be really cool. If I could just knock those guys down. Don't do that. Hey, motherfuckers. Big bomb. Yeah. Ow. Well, that's typical of stealth game. So when you called it one of those, I sort of assumed. Like, the one exception to that I can think of is kind of like, I feel like you can get away with a lot in, like, the Dishonored games, in terms of if you go non-stealth. Like, if you get surrounded by guys, you're screwed, but as long as you're one-on-one against a guy, you're fine. You can just wreck them. So, as long as you're careful about when you pick your battles, you can just fight anybody. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Main thing I wanted was your attention anyway. Okay. Alright, come on. Got him. Not sure how I cut that guy's head off with the butt of my weapon, but I'll take it. But anyway, speaking of that set of tasks I listed out for myself at the start of stream, that to-do list I put together, you can kind of see why one of them was do something about the Twitch alerts, because sometimes they just don't go off. It's not super often, but it is often enough to be a problem. I was hoping there'd be a way to the other side of this wall here, but no such luck. There we go. Aye. Is there another way around behind this guy? There is. Good. Hi there. A great spear? Wow. That sounds pretty alright. Good stab. Dang. Not sure how this guy didn't notice when I fired a cannon right next to him, but I guess I'm not complaining. Oh, that's a guy and not an object. Close quarters is not a place I want to be fighting a guy like that, so I'm glad he fell down the ladder for a sec there. Well, he got me. So I am gonna have to fight him. Very tough, too, because he's wearing so much fucking armor. Okay, let's run. Excuse me. Miss me, now you gotta kiss me. Oh, God. Ah, you're kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Whoop, whoop. I was hoping it would work better in that enclosed space. It actually worked worse. Oh my God, I've pissed off every guy. Wait, no, I'm finding new guys to piss off. Great. Okay. Well, I managed to get rid of one. Oh, now there's that guy over there shooting at me. Oh, this rules. I've made a problem. Fuck. Damn. Oh well. I almost made it out of that. Not really. I was lying. I did not even close to make it out of that. Great. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, come on. How many of you guys are there? Well, at least I don't have a reason to go up to that Axeman room anymore. I can just ignore him. Ow. Oh, come on. Oop. There we go. You mind? Oh, I can't get back up there from here. Oh, okay. It's just out here. That's fine. How the hell do you get in that room? Let me see if I can figure it out real quick. There we go. Grab this Kodama. Heroes. Oh, a ghost. A spookum, one might say. Oh, okay. Let's... That was worth living weaponing through, I think. Okay. Footnote. Let's see how the Great Spirit compares to what we're currently saying. That we just got. Significant damage increase, same rarity, so same familiarity cap. High attack damage, grapple damage, skill key reduction, and what's this special thing? Soul matching cost reduction. Okay. I forget exactly what that does, but it sounds good. I guess I could check the help message, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Ow. I guess I didn't take out the cannon guy. Oh, do you mind? I'm trying to search a corpse, man. Thank you. Okay. Hey, you. Ugh. Well, that worked out. Let's make sure every cannon guy is dead, just in case we have to go out in front of them again. Okay, there we go. This is a submission, correct? Just the side one where we're fighting our way through a bunch of bandits to try and get yet another feudal lord sword back because these guys can't keep a hold of them. Well, looks like we're running into some yokai. Oh, just a skeleton. Okay. Kick. The kick's so good. The kick's unreasonably good. Ugh. Damn it. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, damn it. Cannon guy again. Come on. There we go. Well, this is the farthest in the game that I've personally made it, so I don't know a whole lot about what comes after here. So far, the roughest part of this mission is the amount of patience it demands from you. You really have to go through a lot of these guys again every time you get knocked down. It's true. These games can be pretty tough. Oh my god, this guy again. He's getting the drop on me. Because his activation range is kind of weird sometimes. It's surprising me. There we go. Go here. Just pop this guy real quick. Right, the Axeman. Gonna ignore them for now so I can restore real quick. Oop. There we go. Do I follow a specific guide? No, I haven't been following a guide. I've just been kind of feeling it out. I've gotten some advice from friends who have played the game, though, who have advised, especially against human enemies, to fall back on items that let you deal with paralysis or the slowing status effects. I've been mostly playing with ninjutsu tools, so I don't have access to a lot of the magic, which has been working out okay for me, but otherwise I've just been kind of feeling it out. Even though I don't have a whole lot of experience with this game, I do have a lot of experience with this type of game, so I generally have a good sense of what are good or bad options, I feel like. Because it doesn't throw too many curveballs in terms of, like, general things. Yeah. I have heard that it's very, very good. I haven't been relying on it too much yet, but it is good to know, and I do have it available to me. Bonk. Fair. Demon Souls I've heard is pretty rough in terms of, like, it's a little hard to tell what is your best option in terms of progression at any point, because it's got the branching path thing that it has going on. I don't know what I'd say is a good starting one. They all have their, you know, tough points because it's part of the appeal of the genre. I play a lot of these games, though, so I have, I would say, a decent amount of patience with them. What other games I play and would suggest? Well, any of the Souls games would be pretty solid. I would not recommend 3 as an early one, especially, but, like, 1 and 2 are good. Like, I think 1 is probably one of the better starters in the genre, just because, 1, that game is known by people to heck and back, so if you don't mind looking up guides, you can find pretty good advice for making things easier for yourself. And also just the sorts of tricks they send at you aren't quite as, like, a lot of it isn't as reflex dependent. You can prepare for a lot of it mechanically. If you're into open world stuff, Elden Ring is not bad, but is like a huge undertaking in terms of size, and you've also got to, like, be willing to go and do something else if you hit a wall. because the game kind of expects you to explore broadly. I don't think Elden Ring is a terrible starting one. I will say it's a little weird. The best thing to keep in mind, I would recommend for Elden Ring, is that even more so than other games in this, it's always a thing in a lot of this style of game that enemies will be weak to certain element or weapon types, so it's good to have at least a small variety. In Elden Ring, you want as many tricks at hand as you can manage to scrape together, because certain enemies are just like incredibly difficult to deal with if you don't have the right tool for the job. I have also heard good things about Lies of P, and it did add difficulty options. I know that, Molly, you had a real bad time with Elden Ring. That's why I put a lot of caveats on recommending it. I don't think it's, like, especially easy. I think the main thing about it is that it's broad and it gives you a lot of options. So there's something there. That said, the bosses are pretty demanding in terms of reflex and, like, to a certain extent, I feel like you'd fare better against them if you had more of a feel of specifically how FromSoft designs their games like that. Nope, here we go, ninjas. And I'm dead. I wasn't ready for him. But yeah, any of the ones actually from FromSoft I can vouch for in terms of quality. They're all gonna be fairly difficult too. And of course, if you want something faster paced, there is Bloodborne. You do need a PS4 specifically for Bloodborne, but you know, if you happen to already have one, it's worth a try at least. That one is relatively demanding in terms of reflexes and stuff, but it's good. If you want to play one that's 2D, I would recommend either of the Momodora games. I lost all my souls again, whatever. No, Bloodborne is PS4. You're thinking of Demon Souls. Demon Souls is PS3, and technically also PS5 now. It did get the remake, but it was on PS4. It was a near launch title, so I understand like getting the wires crossed there, but it was PS4. But yeah, those are the main ones I can think of to recommend as like worth giving a shot at least. Excuse me. I'm just gonna run over there. See how I fare. Yeah. The skeleton here should be gone at least. That'll make it through easier. Ow. Dang it. Shouldn't have tried for the bombs. They're a little too slow. Got one shot by the first boss. The first the first boss can hit you pretty hard in that one, can he? Well, it depends on who you ran into as the first boss, because there are technically 2 guys you can run into, but either one of them will hit you hard. It's a weird thing. You're kind of expected to die to the bosses the first time in Bloodborne specifically. Like, it's very designed assuming that will happen. Oh, a skeleton got in here this time. That's great. Oh boy. Let's switch to blow stance. Okay. No, that didn't work out. How do you do the elixir heal management in that game? You would go to end of a map with like 4 elixirs. Unfortunately, with Bloodborne in particular, it's just, you've gotta take some time out to grind. That's the biggest flaw in Bloodborne, and probably the thing I like least about it. You just have to figure out a good place where you can kill a lot of guys and build up resources. You kind of have to do that in this game too. You've at least got the Kodama system to help there, so you can get like better rates on elixir drops, but yeah, you just have to figure out a good place to run back and forth and just gather them. There's no other choice, really. Oh, come on. Well, at least I didn't trigger the ninjas yet, so I can deal with these guys first. Why are you 2 fighting on the same side? One of you's a skeleton. There we go. Yeah, that's the other thing. Invest in HP early. It can be an attractive idea to focus on the attack stats, but especially very early on, just mechanically speaking, it's less true for like the Nioh series, but like especially in the FromSoft ones. But I think this is true mostly across the genre. Get enough points in your attack stats to be able to equip the equipment you want, and then stop there. Focus on your HP and stamina, because those are your lifelines. Those are what keep you alive. That is a very big thing that isn't necessarily intuitive, but like the bonuses you get to damage from stats are not going to help you as much in battle as just having more HP value. Your equipment and upgrading your equipment at a blacksmith is going to do a lot more for you than your stats ever will be able to. So okay. Ugh. Damn it. Okay, got one. With only one to manage, this will be a lot easier. Ah. Got him. Okay. Oh, they teamed up with the ogre. That's funny. I guess it is a ninja ogre, so that makes sense. Oh boy. Throw more bombs. He's on fire. Nice. Heal. Okay. Oop. Bonk. One more hit should do it. There we go. Oh boy. Oh, nice. He dropped a hooked Kuzarigama. Let's compare that to our current one. Farming is... yeah, farming can be really frustrating in those games. I think it is one of the biggest flaws of Bloodborne in particular that you have to do that. I'm sure it's kind of rough in Demon Souls too. But yeah, if you wanted to try out a 2D one, where it might be worth trying just because you have less variables to worry about there, there's the Momodora series. It's very good. I guess Hollow Knight technically counts, but I feel like everybody's played Hollow Knight, so I shouldn't even mention it. And also, it's kind of like very straightforward in terms of its combat. I like Salt and Sanctuary. A lot of people don't, for completely fair reasons. But if the art style at all speaks to you, it might be worth trying. I've heard good things about Ender Lilies, but I haven't played that. I've also heard good things about Nine Souls, but I haven't played that either. And maybe playing one with a few less variables because it's two-dimensional might help get more used to like the flow and feel of this kind of game. Cool, cool. Man, all this stuff sucks. I don't care who wins. You gotta appreciate the guy who's just out here to have fun with it. The Batman, he's gonna eat an apartment complex. Molly and I watched the first couple of episodes of the original Kamen Rider last night. It was a lot of fun. It also definitely explains why Shin Kamen Riders like that, because Hideki Anno made a very Hideki Anno decision and based his adaptation of the original Kamen Rider on the mood of specifically the very weird first couple of episodes where it's weirdly violent and where Takeshi Hongo is riding around with a woman who really wants to murder him for a good chunk of that early runtime. My sword, you found it. My thanks, Sir Anjin. A warrior's sword is his life. No, his soul. What's that? A ninja yokai, you say? Wonders will never cease. Well, you are alive and that is what matters. Please, take this sword as a token of my gratitude. I still have much to ask of you. He did air suplex a dude off a roof and the guy splatted on the ground, yes. It was fucked up. Positive. Let's see what Ayakomori's like. Spirit protection, 20%. Unlimited ninjutsu, 15%. Versus paralysis, 20%. Attack plus from behind plus 12%. Life recovery by final blow? Does that make it so we heal when we kill guys? Oh, specifically with a final blow. So I think if we stab them on the ground. Yeah, this seems pretty solid. And increased damage in proportion to her agility. I don't know how many points we've been putting into agility. I don't remember what agility covers. Oh, wait, agility isn't like, is it a derived stat? What's agility? Is it a mislabeled like dexterity? Wearing a red suit like Tenna Deltarune for a second. God. Well, we don't have the XP to level up. That's fine. Let's check the, not dojo, the blacksmith, and see what new things we can forge, just out of curiosity. We got a new sword we can forge, but I'm not gonna worry about that because, like, we're not using swords. Oh, we need centipede fangs to make all of these, so we'd have to farm that boss. That's funny. Might be worth doing off stream at some point, because these are just, like, very solid buffs. These are, like, the first very just generally solid buffs we've seen from armor. And it's medium armor. That's not too far out of the range of what we're usually going for. Maybe at some point. I'm not gonna worry about it right away. Okay. Let's head to the next region. And then probably take a break after that. I was expecting there to be an immediate cutscene, but maybe not a full one this time. Wow, thanks. ついに大阪で家康様にお目通りが叶うぞ。Oh, so we're heading to Osaka proper. Okay. I think we were in the surroundings, the environs of Osaka, but we weren't quite there yet. That guy looks cool. Also, he has a tiger.
This one has absolutely no power. Anzo, do you seriously follow this pretentious little prick?
Wow. こやつはもっと長を話しておったのだ。God, that's great. That's so funny. Oh, I love you, William. You're so funny. I love him covering for us. Yeah, he just said this guy's the double. Definitely. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break here. We'll be right back. In the meantime, enjoy some tunes. Okay, we're back. Sorry about the delay. 1 second. I'm just posting something really quick. There's a very interesting tabletop conversation happening in one of my Discords, so I'm responding to it real quick. Anyway, let's get back to the video game. We got a main mission. We got 2 new Nioh stance. The stance of the and the ogress. The stance the game's named off of though. Is this gonna be a fight against Benkei? I find this hard to believe myself, but it seems that a giant ghost has appeared at Ohashi Bridge and is attacking those who cross and stealing their weapons. If it were yokai, that would be one thing. But how can a ghost attack people? William, will you get to the bottom of this for me? Sure. Sounds fun. Also sounds like something I might want to equip paralysis juice for. Is there not a shrine at the start of this one? Darn it. I thought there would be. Oh well. Oh man, that's so many dead people. Oh yeah, that's a guy. Hi there. Interesting that he doesn't have a health bar. And that he just seems to be a scaled up normal guy. He's gonna do a lot of damage if he hits me. I can just sense it. Oh, nice. We got him on fire. Oh, come on. There we go. Ow. Ow. Got him. Oh boy. Did he crank up all of his defenses or something? Come on. Oh boy. Ow. Ah, damn it. The guy, the head floating under the map was really making me nervous. That was gonna hit me and just stun me and make an opening for him, but that wasn't really happening, and I ended up going down for other reasons. Okay, let's do this again. Damn. Thanks for waiting, I guess? And I'm done. Okay, that attempt went much less well. Don't summon demons around Sniffles. What are you doing? That's so rude. Oh, the ritual. Okay. That's fine then. Yeah, that's fine. That's a-okay. Try. There we go. Oh, come on. God, why do I have so much trouble with these heads? Oh my god. Okay, switch to a different stance. Oh, come on. Got one. Damn it. There. There. Nice. Nice. Okay. There we go. Warrior Monk's hood. Got his funny hat. Tradition as old as Doom. True, fair enough. So that was it. This smells like the work of the man who came to your distant land in pursuit of you, to toy with even our greatest ancestors. Just how far will he go to make a fool of this country? William, on behalf of the land of the rising sun, I thank you. Sure, man. On behalf of all of Japan. Just out of curiosity. More defense. Oh, it's surprisingly heavy. I guess they wanted it to be usable for heavy armor users, if they wanted to go for the Benkei thing. Oh, whatever. The Ogress. Let's... You know what? Hold on. First off, let's check Shrine. Let's see if we can level up. Nope. But we can... Well, first off, do I have 2,000 Amrita, huh? Okay, and I need how much to level up? A lot. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's ready different jutsus. As funny as it is, This one's only useful sometimes, so I'm gonna unequip it for now. And let's equip Hemlock Broth so I have that on hand in case we run into tough enemies. And I would like to have my kunai back if I want to just pepper something from a distance. Let's make that be in this slot. And we'll put the Hemlock Broth in this slot. That seems good to me. Okay, let's do this, Mustard. Apparently there's a cemetery in our domain that rings with the eerie sound of a woman crying every night. It has the locals terrified and they asked me to do something about it. I don't suppose I could impose on you to investigate? Sure. Sounds good to me. Must be opened from the other side. Okay. Can't interact with that door. I guess I can open this one. Ugh. Down by Yoki, huh? I was really expecting some kind of ambush there. There we go. As long as you're able to hit those guys hard and fast, they aren't too much trouble. That guy was trouble, though. Oh shit, it's one of these guys! The umbrellas. Forget what they're called, but they're great and I love them. Oh, okay. Was a little too confident in the reliability of my spear hitting his horns there. Oh, wind, that makes sense. Okay. Ooh, another great spear. That's fun. Okay. Less damage, but that's because I haven't built up any familiarity with it yet. Well, it is a lower level, too. Ooh, it does wind damage. That's probably worth having. And we can always level it up more later if we wanted to catch up to that spear we already had. I forgot to pick up one of these items, so let's just circle around again. There we go. Oh, hi. Bam. Ow. Oh, that's fun. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay. Okay. Got him. One second. Okay. I mentioned, I'll bring this up to you, Molly, specifically, but also just in general. I mentioned to a friend who quite likes Kamen Rider that we watched a little bit of Rider, and they took it upon themselves to assemble a watch list for us. Do they have the face paint or the mask? I think they have different costumes, like, entirely. I don't remember what they look like. The one thing that it does take liberties on with Shocker in Shin Kamen Rider is that it is no longer Shocker's no longer, like, specifically explicitly Nazis. Instead, they are based off of that one religious cult in Japan that gained a lot of political influence. I forget what their name is. Fine with watching all of it? Well, it's very long, so it's not bad to have a watch list in case we want to skip some stuff. I will also say this watch list that the friend gave me, it is, like, still 50 episodes. It's still a good chunk of the series. It's just, you know, if we feel like skipping stuff, it gives us a better sense of what's safe to, you know? Ow. Okay, I want to be careful at this point, because if he manages to lick me again, he's gonna grow big, and then I'm gonna have to deal with the big guy. There we go. But yeah, very nice of that friend to custom make that for us, is all I'm saying. I just kind of mentioned that we were watching it idly, and they immediately offered to do that. Potentially. It was Gord, yes. You know Gord, they're the type to do that kind of thing. Stop it. Enemies that can stun lock you like that are the most frustrating to deal with for me in games like this. I lose all strategic mind and just kind of hammer on the attack buttons because I want something to happen. Oop. Oh man, this living weapon's lasting a really long time. That wasn't too bad. That's where we came in from. Oh, there was a little bit extra behind here. We could have explored more. Oh well. That's fine. I can always come back to this mission if I want. It's not like it was super long. Nobody likes losing control. It's true. It's one of the most frustrating things in any type of game. That was an interesting thing that, like... So I would say that's a problem that I feel like's been talked about in tabletop games since, like, D&D 4e and a lot of tactical games. A lot of those have actions like stun, or not actions, but status effects like stun that make you lose an entire turn. And there's a lot of philosophy around how bad that feels. Like, it almost feels worse than death, because at least when you're dead, you can roll to see what your death saving throw is. When you're stunned, you literally, your turn's just skipped, and that feels miserable. Nobody likes being unable to interact or do something in the game they're playing. And it is interesting how impactful it can be. Which is part of why there aren't a lot of moves that straight up take entire turns away from people in a game like Pathfinder 2e. And if there are, it's usually something where you've gotten a crit. Like, they usually only happen on crit successes or crit fails. Yeah, the Oregon Trail card game where you can pull You Died as your first card. That's also pretty rough. Or like how you... This one's more funny than actually anything bad, because like it is part of character creation and you can therefore ignore it or just restart character creation. But the fact that you can die in character creation in like Traveler is very funny. A yokai, I should have known. I hear a lot of people are transformed into ghosts and yokai after death. It's the power of their worldly attachments and resentments. Perhaps the one you saw, too, was lamenting whatever it was that bound her to our world. Like some kind of snake man or something. Okay. Now we have the points to level up. We should probably increase our spirit so we can get that new ability. Thing is, I also wouldn't mind increasing stamina soonish, because I would like to be able to equip slightly heavier armor without losing too much mobility, but that can wait. We're gonna go spirit for a bit. I want to be able to get all of the abilities from the current spirit I'm using. Yeah, exactly. It's really not that big a deal in something like Traveler. It's more funny there than an actual, like, serious problem with the system. Oh, we got a respec book. So if we wanted to entirely respec, we can now. I'm definitely gonna save this for now, though. I have no plans to respec immediately. I think at some point in this game you can just buy these books, so like, if you really want to, you can rebuild at any time, which is pretty neat, I think, in a game like this. Let's check the blacksmiths real quick. What can we buy and sell here? I should probably also get rid of some equipment because I think our inventory is getting kind of full again. Pitchins Tomba. Oh yeah, we can just buy them now. That's pretty nice. Hold on. Thought I set it to... Hold on. Subfunction. Oh, it... Rare or below. There we go. Wait, no? Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm dumb. I'm just gonna get rid of our non-rare stuff. Okay, that freed up our inventory a lot. Let's also... Not reforge, soul match. Weapon. Oh, right. I got rid of all my weapons, so I can't actually... Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Whoopsies. These things happen. We'll be able to level that up later. It's not like we weren't equipped with perfectly fine things anyway. Oh, I can change my equipment in here. That's great. Yeah, this is heavy armor. We wouldn't really get much use out of this anyway. Life key, defense from behind. This isn't a huge defensive increase, and the other stat stuff is like, eh. Honestly, I think having changed the defense spirit on this particular piece of gear is doing a lot for us, so I don't want to change that out. I am curious to see how this armor looks, at least. Yeah, it looks okay. Probably looks better with different pants. Unlimited ammo chance, damage reduction over the same amount versus Earth. +4, barehanded attack damage, which isn't gonna come up much. An increase attack and defense, axe. Okay, I think I want to stick with the one I'm using then. Head of the Iga Ninja. Set bonus. I need more skill to be able to actually get the bonus out of this. Okay, let's Reforge some stuff. In terms of our armor, because I think we can make this stuff stronger. Not reforge, actually. I want soul match. Oh, whoops. Keep accidentally exiting that menu when I don't mean to. Okay, last one. Cool. All my stuff is cranked up. Let's also refashion. I don't really care about my armor, but I would like to, or my weapons, but I would like my armor to look a little more stylish, I guess, while still making it look light. This is a fun top. I'd like to change the headpiece too. I don't know which of these I'd want to change it to. I don't know if I like any of these helmets. I guess I can go for this. The classic. Okay, how are we looking? Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. I don't think I need to change the other armor pieces. Yeah, I still don't want to change off this because I want to keep Kodama's sense. It feels like with the accessories, you can afford to stick with the lower level ones for a bit longer. I don't really want this one because I don't need magic power. Yeah, this isn't really working for me either. This is a high plus to luck. Recovery time for out of key being shortened is pretty good. I don't know what saturate is as a status ailment, but whatever. This should be fine. Okay. Oh, she had new dialogue. I need to Check that to make sure I didn't unlock anything. Ah, here we go. Let's unlock the barber menu. Let's increase your stock, too. Yeah, it does seem like you have slightly more things, at least. Hair. Change to a lower ponytail. Pirate bun. Ooh, that's funny. And wakajishi, so loose hair. I like this lower, looser ponytail. Oh, he needs to keep the beard. I can't touch the beard. I could maybe clean it up. I don't think that's terrible, but he needs facial hair, otherwise he looks wrong. Like, look at this. That's unsettling. He's a man who needs facial hair. I'm gonna leave it default. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to cover before we went into our next mission. It's around time. I'm gonna take another break real quick. We'll be back and we'll see how much of this next mission we can get done. I'm not gonna guarantee I finish it. We'll see. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Let's at least start our solar mission. There are rumors of strange creatures attacking travelers on Shigisan. If they truly are yokai, Master Anjin's presence would be a great reassurance. Lord Tori, I will personally determine whether or not Master Anjin is worthy of our trust. What do you say, Master Anjin? Will you help? Once the home to Matsunaga Hisahide, the man who chose to revolt against Oda Nobunaga seemingly out of nowhere, Oda responded by waging one of the bloodiest and most horrific sieges in history. Now, though the castle lies in ruins, the grudges of those who lost their lives there, the hunger and thirst its fallen soldiers suffered, the resentment they harbored towards those who deserted them, the suspicion they felt wondering which of their comrades had betrayed them, have attracted all manner of vile yokai. Neat. Ow. I need to stop messing around with that. I think I'm gonna switch back to the Kusari Gama, in fact. Grave Toucher. Whoop. Spear guys can be surprisingly tough to deal with sometimes. Eggs? Oop. Probably not break more of these eggs than we need to. Oh, it slows down our movement too. Which I guess makes sense, but... Oh, big spider. Hi there. There we go. There we go. Big one's on fire. Okay. It's down. Okay. And stop doing that. Hey, you, cut it out. Thanks. Okay. Oh dang. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh god. Here it comes. I don't have time to level. I'm being attacked by high max. God. Oh, those two were in sync. That was great. Snuck in one last death ball there. So, this is a minor aside about tabletop stuff. Because my mind is still sort of there in the tabletop zone. Oh. Well, that was weird. Anyway, so I've been thinking lately about, partially because it's been a thing going on with one of my characters, and also just like, is something I have noticed is not something a lot of my DMs necessarily highlight for understandable reasons, for a lot of different understandable reasons. But I have a tendency to play characters with like notable physical traits or like visible weirdness about them. And I partially do that because I think it would be fun to have the world react to that in some ways. And a lot of GMs don't really do much with that, if anything, which is understandable. They don't want to tread into like territory of like making a character feel unwelcome in a lot of places. It's also just an extra variable to cover when you're like worrying about how conversations go. But like, I don't know. it is a thing where if a character has like a notable physicality, like I don't know, I'm say playing an unusual species, like say a talking cat, which I've been for a good chunk of Pathfinder. That character has now been reborn into a pixie, which is an entirely different thing going on. But, you know, if something like that's going on, or say even if it's something as relatively small as like I'm playing a character who is like a halfling and notably short, or a character who is, for example, fat. I play fat characters when I get a chance because I like to. I want that physicality to be a factor in not necessarily negative ways, but like I want it to be reacted to by people potentially, and I want the world to like acknowledge in some ways of maybe making certain things easier or harder for me. And I don't know. It's both also hard to do because like you don't really want to apply hard and fast mechanics to that kind of thing because it's awkward. I don't know if there is a solution. It's just something I've been thinking about. I'm gonna see if I can get this item. I got this item. Yeah, I thought so. There we go. Also, I'll be honest, I don't know if what I was saying there even makes sense, but I don't know. Point being, it's one of those weird things that I feel like, for a lot of understandable reasons, gets overlooked in a game, but is something I personally value in that kind of group storytelling. Trying to take advantage while I can. Oh, I missed a Kodama up there. Is there a way back up? Probably through here. Yep, here we go. I didn't really check what was over here, so we should do that too. Hey, another Kodama. Huh, it goes even further up, huh? Please lock on. Thank you. There we go. Come outside. I'm not fighting you in a tiny room. There we go. Hello. Goodbye. There's still some Nioh. We are in the first mission of the 3rd chapter, I guess. We're in the ruins of the castle of the guy who blew himself up. You know, the guy who famously blew himself up? That guy. Mm-hmm. Famous bastard Hisahide. Everybody loves him. He's a bastard. And his former castle is full of spiders. Oh, one of these guys. Got him. Get wrecked. Oh, we got the key to the castle gates. Oh, another guy. Oop. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. This is exactly enough of a pain that I am okay popping living weapon here. And I kind of burned through it quick, but whatever, that's fine. Ugh, come on. There we go. Little guy. God, I'm thinking about how in friggin' wrong one. Not that's not good. Not disappointed. It's oh no. Oh, I messed up. Okay, I guess we're fighting now. I thought I only messed up the once, but okay. Ugh. Come on. Damn it. Anyway, to finish the thought I was thinking before I got interrupted and murdered by a mimic, while I'm here, I should, actually set up a Kodama blessing now that we're in a new region. There we go. In Samurai Warriors 4-2, basically the way they characterize Nobunaga and Hisahide's relationship is Looney Tunes ass bullshit of him repeatedly trying to explode the man and just ending up in a hole himself. It's very silly. I'm just gonna use a summoner's candle. I do not want to worry about it. I'm already gonna have to run my way back through a lot of junk. It wasn't as far away as I thought, but still. Oh, these spiders are real annoying. Oh, God. Sure. Feel free to give it to me. I'd love to know the actual historical details. The other thing I remember 4-2 doing that is definitely not historically true is Hisahide fakes his own death, I think? And is secretly behind the plot that actually brings Nobunaga down, which is very funny. An extreme opportunist. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, go back here, get past this spider because there's too many spiders. Classics of, makes sense. Okay, clap. There we go. Fought against Nobunaga for years before betraying his ally to fall under Oda's banner. God. A spear. It's great. Just let everybody else take the losses. That's not gonna piss anybody off. Oh right, I forgot about the friggin' boulder. Alright, you get one more shot. Don't fuck it up. Let me guess, he fucks it up? Ah. Right. And that's why he blew himself up, to keep the tea set. That's very funny. Just how dare you tell me what to do? Ah, he slapped me. There we go. Okay. Your treason means nothing to a man who will control Japan's culture. I see. It was also sending a message to everyone else. Of, I'm too big to fail, I don't even care about this. Ow. There we go. Hi there. Come on down. Come on down. Alright, fine. Made it. No tea kettle for you. No me for you either. Screw you, man. That'll be enough to get us another level? Yep. Okay. Well, I got Spirit to 15, which means we're getting the thing from that. So... I kind of like the idea of increasing either body or dexterity again. Let's get this because we've got a lot of ninja skill points to spend, and that'll give us a few extra, which might give us some higher tier stuff we can get. Shuriken damage increase, that's not bad. Stock more kunai. Or power up kunai, I'm not sure which. Either way. Let's increase our shuriken damage. And let's increase the power of Hemlock Broth. Why not? Crossworld's Eggman disappointment. No e-gear e-gear bikes, so he doesn't get his classic set. That's a shame. Do they just have the boards and cars then? No skates either? Okay. E-gears boards only. Got it. That's a little bit of a shame. Understandable, but a little bit of a shame. They love doing that in this game. Putting little guys on cliffs to prank you. Control nearly the same, but E-gears boost focus. That makes sense. That makes sense as a build thing, I feel like, of like it's not gonna have the same consistent power, but in exchange it's good at boosting, and you also kind of need to focus on boosting. How do you like it? Jerk. Ugh. Yeah, it is pretty expensive. I think for me it's gonna be a wait for the price to come down type of game, unless like everybody I know gets really into it. Because like then it'd be worth it for playing the online with folks, but without that, I don't know. As a racing game on its own, I haven't seen a lot from it that super excites me. Ow. Let's do this. God, having living weapon as an option in this is just great. Having an option of just, hey, this fight seems like it might be on the tougher side. How about I use my super mode to just tank through this real quick, just to be safe. We were here earlier. Oh, one of these guys. Okay, Jesus. I was expecting the palm thrust to stop at some point, and they did, but like, well after when I expected them to. Holy shit. I don't think I've seen them do that move before. I was like, I can stay in high stance, it won't be a big deal. It was a big deal. It was a very big deal. Yeah. Nobody got into Team Sonic. Yeah. Team Sonic didn't really take off in a super big way. Heck, neither did, at least in groups I play with, Ring Racers. I know a couple of people that took off with, but they were people who were already really into SRB2 kart. And that's just not people I know. God. Thought I was far enough away to heal. There we go. I'll top off just to be safe. Okay, let's recover first thing. Bombs at him. There we go. I am fully fine with cheapying those guys out. They're a pain in the ass. Besides, the ninja tools are in the game for a reason, and one of them is, hey, you can deal with these guys easier. As for too much upfront investment for the hanging out in Discord party and Thai chat, yeah, that's fair. I do feel like the tutorial is a little overwhelming and that you don't need to know like 90% of that to play the game. I really think they should have just like had you go through a very, very basic tutorial and then said, hey, if you want to know about more advanced stuff to get really good at the game, go here. Because, like, all you really need to know to play the game is how drifting works, which is not too different from any other kart racer, and how the ring boosts work, which is pretty straightforward. Beyond that, everything is just a higher level technique that you don't really need to know to play the game. Like, it can help you to, like, get really, really good at it, but they aren't really needed. Oh, come on. Okay, gotta watch for spiders on the roofs now. Yeah. Oh. You jerk. Come on. There we go. Oh, and there's a skeleton too. It's fine. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else we can upgrade. Can we... Let's crank up our Kyakudamas and, Oh, we don't have enough points to also crank up our Kyakudamas. That's fine. I use my bombs frequently enough that I do want those empowered too. And is that all that's down here? Just a treasure chest, and we'll have to work our way around to the other side later. Alright. That was a huge pain for one treasure chest. I guess it did have ninja locks in it, so I shouldn't be complaining that much, but still. I'm allowed to be a little grumpy after a spider drops on my fucking back. Okay, I already opened the thing in here. Let us pray. Ooh, samurai locks. Let's see. Let's go with the spear move, actually. I could just increase thrust attack damage. Extends the spear as long as possible for a huge spin, a huge swing. It is a huge spin, but also a huge swing. Vertical spear strike that smashes down on an opponent in mid-stance. That would be giving up on our kick is the only issue. Does seem good. I can always switch to low stance when I want to kick. It's fine. Big. Oh, one of these guys. Howdy! Ow! Oh, that is really slow. Oh, I hate that. That is so bad. That's so bad. That is, like, awful. I'm switching off that immediately. What a waste of skill points. What an absolute waste of skill points. That sucks. That's such a bad move. It's too slow. Like, I guess it was doing decent damage. It was hard to tell because it was going down so quickly, or because it was not really hitting enough. But yeah, pole kick's much better. It's so quick, so much safer, does a ton of key damage. It's just better. Okay, let's, I guess, make our way through these eggs. I want to get that little guy over there. Oh, come on! Just immediately leaped on me. Killed me instantly. Now I've got to fight this guy again. At least I've got an actually good move to fight him with. God! What am I doing? Alright, let's try this again. Oh, Jesus. Oh boy. Yeesh. Why can't I remember? JJ, what am I doing here? God, that movie is so funny. I don't know if you've ever seen that actual movie in full. It is really... A lot of it's boring because it's a TV movie from like the 80s, 70s, whatever. Like early 80s, I think. But like so many moments in it that are just absolutely absurd. Just the fact that the thing that they invent that absolutely makes Tom Hanks completely lose his mind is the fact that the lead, their DM, came up with the idea of LARPing. Also, like, it's supposed to be a scaremongery thing, but at the same time, they can only be so dishonest, so it's like extremely blatant that no, everybody else playing this game is extremely normal. It's not affecting them at all in anything approaching the same way. It's in fact very helpful for a lot of them. It's really just that Tom Hanks's character has his own thing going on that's making it unhealthy for him. Most people can be normal about this stuff. Immediately going for that leap. So evil. There we go. Please lock on. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Yeesh. There we go. All that for one little guy. And I guess another shard of the teapot we need. Oh, come on! I should have known. There's a roof in here. My mistake. Really my fault. Yep, must be open from the other side, I figured. Oh, there's a shrine in there and everything. And they're taunting me with it. I swear I did the second hit on the light combo back there, or meant to, but it just didn't come out. There we go. I should be checking the roof. Damn it. Putting the little guy on the other side of a wall, how dare you? probably a mid-boss then. Oh, she's cute. They made this a very cute Joraguma. Ow. Yeah, that's fair enough. Now let's see if I can get here without using up all of my ninja tools first. Oh, this is such a long run back. I've got to deal with this guy every time? I'm gonna just leave. You're free to try and chase me into the house. I don't care. Haha, you missed me. Oop. Oh, right. Stairs. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, this is one of those I get hit once and I die fights. Got it. So, heavy stance out for now at least. Maybe even stick to light for a moment. Oh, come on. You know what, I should also... I'm going... okay. Try this. I should also have... Which is already gone. Equip! I got a second. Oh, it's super vulnerable to paralysis. Okay. Doing a decent amount of damage, though. Sacrificing your speed for defense. That's okay, I can just hammer on your butt either way. Oh, come on. Ow! Please let me move. Okay. Ow. Damn it. Bad. Come on. There we go. Oh, that was the whole mission. Okay. I was expecting there to be more, especially since we never got to that shrine. But okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being done with the mission already. I may have just missed some stuff, I don't know. Oh, hey, here he is. His silly mustache. Did he paint that on? It looks painted on. Whoa. Teleported to a tea house. She has shards of it as armor. Oh, okay. So it would have been harder. I see. I think she had like one chunklet of it left, so it wasn't too big of a deal to deal with her. I do think this game has really interesting mission structure like that. Those do seem like pretty bad sins, man. I mean, the murdering your shogun part probably is just like a matter of course in a war. I'm definitely nobody else, don't worry about it. Favorite Guardian Spirit pre-DLC? I'm excited to see what it does. If Master Naomasa recognizes you, so too do I. Lord Ieyasu has departed Edo on his campaign to destroy Uesugi. He should just be arriving in Kyoto right about now. I suggest you go and join him there. Hanzo, you'll forgive me if I choose not to accompany Sir Anji. My heart simply couldn't take it. As they say, the clever avoid danger. Wow, online PvP unlocked. They unlock it very deep in this one. Okay, first off, let's see this new guy. What is Itakuri's deal? Spirit protection, as always. Luck plus 50, that's not bad. Human item drop rate, much higher. Yokai item drop rate, much higher. Familiarity bonus, and wait, hold on. Paralysis. I gotta... Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd do it. Just, you always have a paralysis chance. Great. Or a paralysis effect. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nasty Guardian Spirit ability or spell if you get the Guardian Talismans. I have not been investing in magic at all. Maybe I should at some point. Get slowing webs. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, let's see what the tea house's deal is. Oh, view rankings and claim rewards. It's where you get rewards for doing PvP? Oh yeah, I gotta imagine. This tea room is my pride and joy. A place that straddles our realm, another world. But I suspect that you have realized this already. I hear that you've taken to playing at being a warrior. But a warrior fights not for himself. His efforts are all for the good of his clan. Perhaps it is time you joined one too. Now, look into my Hiragumo kettle. Right, we've seen people who have clan memberships before. I don't know if I'm gonna bother with this right now. That's fine. You can also trade glory for items and transform William's appearance to that of another character. Right now, we can't. Amulet of Camaraderie. You can get Books of Reincarnation from this, too. You can reset your prestige titles, too. That's neat. There's nothing you're locked into. Get most of the crafting materials, it looks like. The harder to get ones, at least. Okay. I'll figure this out later. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I don't think I really have anything to do here right now either. I think I'm just gonna call it here. I might end up doing this side mission in between things. I might also just level up a bit. Maybe look into shaking up our build a little bit now that we have access to respecking through a lot of different, oh, new titles too. But just different ways to get prestige points. Okay. Anyway, I'll save. We'll close out, and I'll head to the sign-up screen so I can send y'all off properly. As always, thank y'all for coming out. I super appreciate it. I do hope to see you next trip. That should be tomorrow for Mario. I'll let you know if there are any changes again. I think I am going to send y'all off to... I imagine he's still going. Yep. Altazimuth. Altazimuth is doing a celebratory birthday stream. Playing Max Payne 1 and 2, so I'm gonna send y'all over there. You'll be good for Martin? Yeah, then it'll depend more on me. We'll see how I'm feeling. I think I'll be okay, but I'm not no promises. Anyway, I'm gonna send y'all over to Altazimuth. As always, if you've got hey emotes, feel free to post hey. Otherwise, post hey or hi or really whatever you want. I'm not your parent. I'm not the boss of you. You can do whatever you like. I do hope to see you that next trip, which may be tomorrow for Mario. I don't know why I'm being so cagey about it. That's the plan. It'll be tomorrow for Mario. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Anyway, thank you for coming out. I hope you had a good time. I hope to see you next trip. Your worries play all night, but it's okay to not be okay. I'll catch you later. Bye.